Hello, welcome to your Soulprint Weekly Pick Your Crystal reading. This is for the week of January 14th through the 20th. First of all, I just want to say a quick thank you to all of you for your amazing support of this channel and of these weekly crystal readings. I love your comments. I love the fact that a lot of you say they really resonate with you. So thank you very, very much for that. I'm very grateful. If you would like to get a private reading from me, if you go into the drop box below, you'll see an address, an email address. It's soulprint888@gmail.com. You can just send me off a quick email asking for reading information, and I will send the information back to you that you are looking for. Alrighty, let's get started, shall we? This week we've got these three crystals. This is a blue-black combination, but I'm calling it blue. This is a lovely cream, and it's almost like a peachy color swirl, but I'm referring to this one just as cream. And of course, this deeper green. So take a moment, see which crystal or crystals resonate with you. And let's get started, shall we? Here we go. So for the blue crystal, okay, we're starting with the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Two of Cups. Okay, then. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles is often about Pentacles are about material aspects of our life. It can be finance, property. Sometimes it can be our time. Sometimes it can be our health. This looks like the Knight brings us an eventual positive outcome. It sometimes takes some work or some perseverance, but we get the outcome we're hoping for and looking for. It just could take a little bit of time. The Four of Pentacles is about that energy of sort of trying to hang on to what we have. Sometimes it is about a fear of loss. Sometimes it is about being just a little too cautious in moving forward. The Knight of Wands is talking very often about a significant shift or change. Very often it's talking about a change of home, of residence. Sometimes it can indicate a long journey that you're going to take. And then the Two of Cups is about, important unions, a balance in a relationship. Sometimes it can be about a reconciliation. Sometimes it can be about a soulmate relationship or a coming together of two people. But it can, it's not always romantic. Sometimes it can be about business. Sometimes it can be about friendship. All right, so let's just take a look at what we're dealing with here. So the Knight of Pentacles is just sort of asking you to continue to persevere, continue to move forward. And as you do, understand that you're secure and that while it is always important to be cautious, it is never a good idea to become so overly cautious that we sort of immobilize ourselves, that we kind of stop moving forward. And so this is about recognizing that even though your goal may take a little bit of time to come to fruition, you continue to move forward in a way that brings what it is you're looking for, seeking towards you. The Knight of Wands is it can very often be about a fairly significant shift or change in where we are and what we're doing. Ultimately, it looks like you're trying to get to this union, or you're hoping that a union is sort of almost like a result of some of this harder work. It strikes me that in some way the energy of these cards really just talk to me about a hesitancy to kind of move forward, a hesitancy to make the kind of change that you feel and believe that would be beneficial and helpful in your life. It's almost, being a little stuck, kind of not being, you don't want to let go of what you have because even though it's not great, it's secure or it's safe, and the future is not. But there's definitely an energy here of, being ready and being prepared to kind of move forward in a way that will allow for these new shifts and new changes. Because if you're looking for the Two of Cups, whether this is a reconciliation or whether this is a brand new relationship or a new partnership, etc., you're not going to get here to the partnership until you move through the places that you're at now, which is what is holding you in place and sort of not allowing you to kind of move forward as freely as you would like. You're looking for some significant shift and change, but you have to be prepared sometimes to stay the course, but also recognize when your fear is immobilizing you or your caution is causing you to not um, take advantage of opportunities that come your way. So the energy and the message behind the reading is simply there is an understanding that you're trying to get to this place of partnership. Um, but you have to be prepared to make changes, and in order to make the change there needs to be and it's not that you throw caution to the wind, but it's that you understand where your caution has become a block and is inhibiting that forward movement. Alrighty, and let's go to this one that I'm calling Cream. Okay, so we're starting with the Four of Cups, the Three of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Hangman. Alrighty. So the Four of Pentacles is very often about kind of, I'm sorry, the Four of Cups. I apologize. The Four of Cups is often about sort of a feeling of, being bored, being discontent. It's the same old, and you're kind of getting real tired of the same old, same old. But because you're in that place, because that's where your emotional focus is, you are not seeing the gift that is coming to you on the wings of angels. Okay, you're not focused on new things coming into your life or new opportunities, new happiness, because you're focused on what is already there. And frankly, what is already there in some aspect doesn't look like it's exactly, thrilling you. Now, the Three of Cups following that four is telling you that, you know what? There is happiness, there is achievement, there is a path forward. Six of Pentacles is talking to you about successful gains, sharing the wealth, sharing your skills, your talent. It can be about receiving gifts. It can be about assets coming your way, and assets don't necessarily only have to be material. They could be assets of time, assets of experience, etc. But this is about you having what you need. What you need is falling into place so that there can be this path forward, this movement forward. The Hangman is saying, listen, sometimes it's just really important that you change your perception of things, that you look at the future with hope as opposed to focusing on where you are right now. That doesn't mean you live in the future in some fantasy land, but it does mean that if you're not content with your life, if there's some area of your life that's not making you really happy, first you have to get to that place where you recognize that you can affect change. Then you have to recognize that the help and the assistance is going to be there for you. You have to recognize that sometimes divine timing is such that things don't happen right away. Sometimes we have to wait, and it's only in hindsight where we are able to understand why there was a delay or why something didn't happen exactly the way we wanted to in exactly the timing we wanted. But what this is talking about is recognizing that we are all kind of masters and creators of our own happiness. We are the creators of our life. And so if we're only going to look at where we're at, and we're not looking at the opportunities and the blessings that can come to us, that can come in the future, we are really missing the opportunity for that kind of happiness and success and celebration. We are not acknowledging that there is help that comes to us in many, many ways, in many, many forms. And so a shift in perspective is called for, and a recognition and understanding that not everything is going to transpire the way we want it to be. Things transpire in a way that ultimately serve our highest good and purpose. There you go. And let's look at this deep green and see where we're going. All right, we're starting with the Page of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Two of Wands, and the Star. All righty. So, the Page of Cups invariably brings us good news. She brings us happy news. She brings us, some sort of emotional satisfaction, some sort of a happy emotional reaction. Cups or pages are about moving forward, momentum, brand new beginnings. The King of Pentacles is, it's that energy of financial stability. It is that energy of success, being capable, sometimes being practical, being, successful. So that is then followed by the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands, it's, very often about initial accomplishments, the beginning of things, sometimes a new partnership, a new path forward. And the Star, of course, is, that wishes and dreams kind of energy, that hope card. And so where we're at with this energy is a recognition that, yeah, you know what, there's going to be some good news coming your way. And that, in and of itself a blessing. It may create a situation or an environment where there needs to be some recognition of financial security or resources, of creating a kind of an evaluation perhaps of your worth, what you're going to do with that, how you're going to move that forward. Two of Wands is about recognizing that the initial stages are done and completed, and it's time to continue your path forward. And knowing that the power of wishes and dreams coming true is very, very real and very, very positive. And so, if you're wanting the dreams and wishes to come true, it is about recognizing the power of positive, good, happy news. It is acknowledging the fact that there may be, need to be some sort of a reflection or an assessment having to do with resources. It's about, after you've taken the first step, pausing and looking forward and seeing the best path forward, the best way to move forward. And knowing that every single one of us have the power to make those dreams and wishes come true if they truly are the right not the right, but if they are the dream or wish that is going to serve our highest purpose as we move forward on this journey. So look for the good news. Look at the future. Look at the path going forward. Evaluate where you're at in a material way. And then make that wish and hold on to that dream and understand that there is the energy here to move it forward in a way that brings you that dream and wish fulfillment. Thank you so very, very much for being here. I hope your readings have been helpful, and I wish you a really lovely week ahead. Bye-bye now.